Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Rome, the historical role-playing game. Experience the glory and decadence of Rome like never before. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. This time I want to talk about where is it? Ah, yes, let me maximize. Mm, maximize. There we go. I want to talk about lifepath generation systems in tabletop role-playing games. Perhaps the most popular one, and I'm not sure, maybe it could be the first one in RPG history. Traveler. Of course, this is the newest edition, the second edition by Mongoose. Funny how they changed the cover when the other more politically correct cover was not selling well. And now we have a blonde, tall, strong, square jaw guy at the center, right? So yes, life path generation systems. There are some people that have never attempted to create a character using such a system. Some could even find those systems a bit too cumbersome, perhaps even boring, because they want to start playing right away. But I want to talk about in favor of these systems. And this is not to say that they are the best systems to create a character. If you want to play a tabletop RPG where you just come up with a simple concept and you are ready to go with only one, two, or three stats, go for it. I also love those simple systems. Quick and Classic, one of my favorite fantasy role playing game, rules light fantasy role playing game. That is in the rules light category. Uh, Quick and Classic is my favorite tabletop RPG. And to create a character there, so easy. You have ability, luck, and a few details concerning classes. That's it. But in life path generation systems, you must consider them as a game on their own right. Depending on your time, on your schedule, it might be a great idea for each player to create his or her character separately in the comfort of their own home. Or if you are playing online, outside of the time that you have set apart for the session. This is not to say that you cannot create characters the same day that you are running the session, but it could be a bit too time intensive, right? And when you are familiar with the process, it is also possible, for example, if a character dies during the middle of the session, it is somewhat doable to create a character right away. It would take about 20 minutes depending on the life path system. And why do you go through all of that trouble? Not only is it very fun to discover the sorts of lucky and unlucky events that the character experiences through his or her life, it's also a way to challenge yourself, taking those elements, both mechanical and thematic, and build your own biography, your character history so far. What did that character experience as he or she went through college? Did they even go to college? What did they accomplish during their careers? Did they suffer some sort of handicap? Were they healthy and lucky their entire lives? Did they end up with a lot of money? Or are they just barely scraping by? All of that creates a rich tapestry for your character Now you can roleplay that character so easily concerning the background events. For those that are quite skilled in terms of improvisation, definitely this is not going to be a challenge, but there could be some players that would prefer for things to be prepared beforehand, and now they have that arsenal, that toolkit of many events that occurred during the character's life, the way that his muscles or brains developed, the way that he or she acquired their first gun, their depending on the system, so many sources that you could pull from during the session to talk with the non-player characters, share an anecdote or two, figure out some things during gameplay because you are familiar with a particular land, with a particular world, with a specific artifact, with cultural differences. All of that is perfect for a role-playing game session. Of course, this is not going to be very useful for those that play tabletop RPGs as if they were board games or war games. But for those that actually role play in tabletop role playing games, the character life path generation system, no matter the tabletop RPG, provides so many tools for you to employ to share your past as a player character and even to live out many experiences during a single session or an entire campaign because the character is so realistic due to the various calamities and fortunate events that character has experienced throughout his life so far. So I definitely hope that you give the life path generation a chance. Like I said, it's very fun. It's a bit like a mini game. There are many tabletop RPGs out there that have those systems. If you want to try out a really good character generation system, Traveler, the life path generation system here is really good. The explanations are not optimal, but it's easy enough to figure it out. And if you find something nonsensical, change it. Roleplay solves everything, as I always say. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative and entertaining. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, of course, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you and see you later.